First of all, I want to thank everybody here on a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Saturday morning from all over the world. Thank you guys, everybody here in the group for making it. And I want to welcome Wings Protocol team. And good to have you guys. Good to have you here. And Federico, we go way back, my friend. Way back.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's nice. It's nice to catch up again. It's good to have a good network in this space. I always say, you never know, But I'm glad that you're here. We look forward to getting into the project. The format's pretty simple. We'll have you and your team just give a little introduction about each other. I always say this on the AMAs. My strategy and a lot of our strategy is investing in people first, and then we invest. The project is added value, in my opinion. And that's a big deal for me, anyhow. And then what we'll do, the mic will be yours. You guys can share video, share links, whatever you need to. We'll get into the project, do your presentation, and then we'll open up the floor for questions at the end. Sounds good?
All right.
Perfect.
Sounds amazing.
So, Federico, the mic is yours, buddy. It's all yours.
Let's roll it. So, guys, first of all, thank you again for hosting me here. And I'm back. We're back on the market finally. Was a long journey, as we said. It was a while that we didn't hear each other, but here we are. We're very proud to bring it on in market again. What we produced and add addiction to it. So, as you see in the chat, our last introduction is the swap outer exchange, which is pretty special. We have our own router at first, and then it's a referral exchange. So as you see from crypto.com and major exchanges, you don't just shield your bag, but you invite people to use the platform itself, and you just don't pump your bag itself, but you've been paid for it. So the commission is quite high. We give to the people 0.2% of each transaction that your referral does, which is quite big. Imagine the whales that you can invite in it and what the volume that the people can bring in it. So we're allowed to list all the tokens possible. You'll be able to trade everything possible, but this is also a base for what can be a future blockchain. I'm not trying to produce it yet, but if you want to do good things, you have to put the right base, as I always say. So this was our move to do so in the future. So this is what we produced recently, but not only we increased the team, we raised the people who was not committed enough. We have been treated bad by a lot of people. We've been treated good by a lot of others. So in the time we understand who to trust, who to not, and who to speak with and who to speak not. And I'm very glad to be here to speak with you guys because I know the value of this community. So quality over quantity is always best. And as you said, it's way better to invest in people in this market, which is relentless to bring a lot of similar projects that try to do the same things, but connection and network is always the best coin out here. Don't try to make beef around, trying to have a lot of friends and just try to don't disrespect nobody. It's like people make their own decision how to trade, how to move their money, but being legit, being friendly, being committed, and show people that you work professionally is always the best thing that you can provide to all the investors, not just in BSC, but in all the space of cryptocurrency and in general investment in the world. So this is what we're doing. We're very proud to also present our partnership with Instancy, which is a very, very strong marketing company that is able to do a lot of things and been doing for a couple of time now, but I will let them speak later. And as addiction, I've been advised at the beginning when I was launching the first project, Robinhood Protocol, which all of you remember for sure. I was saying that to build a good company, you need to have the right people around of you, which is the most difficult task so far. You can have the best plan, you can have the best product, but if the people around you don't support you fully or not committed in the same way as you are, it's not easy for you. You have to cover alls, and it's something that steals you time, which allows you not to work properly. And what I solved in these months was probably also this. I'm now happy with the people that I have around. I build solid people that have skills, different skill sets, and can touch everything I cannot. So we are able, and as we were before, to build a very solid platform for everybody to make passive income, which comes in multiple ways. We have staking is ready. You can see from our website. The swap will be deployed at the day of launch because we've been copycatting around, so people were stealing our products. I can share with you guys some screenshot of this piece of shit garbage project that trying to do this with us. So you avoid to invest on scammers, but let's focus on us first. So products are ready. What we're gonna do after that is produce the launchpad, which with our connection and networking, we will able to have project actually listing on air. A lot of people do launch, but there is no project launching. So it's a kind of waste, you try, but your network is not enough strong to sustain the platform itself. You don't give to your user base what they're looking for in a launchpad. So this is what we're gonna provide. Is not just between the marketing company that we're working with now, but the network that we're having is very strong, and we really rely on this. And I challenge a lot of projects to have the same network as we have. As I challenge a lot of people to have the company registered and approved by iOS, which was one of the biggest challenge. And it's not finished yet, and we have still a lot of work to do. And this is what we bring on the market right now: trust and commitment, and people see that we actually legit, and we're very strong in the position that we're bringing our project to the market. Not just about the partnership and about the network that we're creating, but about the way that we're working. So I will allow David now to speak. David told Bene, which however take the microphone right now. So you are.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's nice and quiet now.
Go on, Phil. Take your place.
Yeah, so I just jump in the meantime. I hope the guys are ready afterwards. Hi, good evening. My name is Phil. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Austria, and I'm the executive assistant of Federico in WingsProtocol. My job within the team is basically caring for people. This is also what I do as a regular job. In my day-to-day life, I work at a HR company, one of the biggest ones in Austria, and I'm used to dealing with people all day long. I support Federico with partnerships, with communication, with everything that his time wouldn't allow him to do. And I am within the team since October now, and I love it. We have a really cool working flow. We found a lot of capable hands to support our journey, and I just can't wait to start to activate the trading again, to have an amazing soft launch now, and have a good product to present to our investors.
Okay, we have Ben actually trying to speak, I think.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Sorry for the inconvenience. I was just like introducing myself and everything, but the connection was interrupted as we are still in the car. Sorry for that. So I will just start with a short introduction about my person. I'm the CEO and founder of Instancy. We are a full-service marketing agency. Originally from Germany, but currently, so a few months ago, relocated ourselves to Zurich in Switzerland, and we are providing our full service marketing and also fullest commitment to the WingsProtocol team, which we are closely working with, and also all of the connections with our huge network of partnerships. I'm myself, for example, a listing partner, direct listing partner of KuCoin, Gate.io, MEXC Global, Crypto.com, and many other big exchanges. We have over 1,200 venture capitals in our network. Also, in addition to that, a lot of other partners, for example, payment providers we are working with, protocols, DeFi and NFT projects. We have already worked with more than 100 projects. And I'm very glad to be here, to be talking to you, everyone, also answering all of the open questions that may arise. And also with me, I brought Benedict. He will also introduce himself after. He's the COO of our company. And I will just hand it over to him.
Yeah, thank you, David, for the introduction. Yeah, so my name is Benedict. I'm 30 years old. and I'm the CEO of Instancy since a couple of months. I'm also originally from Germany, but I'm in Switzerland since 10 years now. And I'm coming from the traditional digital marketing area. So I've worked about 10 years now in performance marketing and creative marketing agencies in Germany and Switzerland, in the creative department and also in the technical development departments. And I worked as a web developer for the last 4 years now. And and now I'm the CEO of Instancy, and I'm fully also committed to the WingsProtocol, and starting the marketing with them now.
Yeah, pretty much. We're very proud of what we're bringing. As I said, the connection are never enough, but the guys that we try to bring in, not just inside the team, but inside of our network, are very valid, and so we try to always bring quality. I'm also ready to answer all the questions that can bring in. I'm pretty sure that you guys know me and the project itself already on most of its details, but if it's something not clear or something that I missed to explain, please tell me. Okay.
Will do. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the introduction. And Federico, let's jump into the project. You guys have a pretty nice undertaking. You have staking, launchpad, marketplace, and one of my favorites is mini games on play to earn on gaming. So that's going to be pretty cool to hear what you guys going on. But more importantly, you have an app already running and what you guys are doing with staking. And I think where DeFi is going much better now, it's more effective with making passive income more efficient. So Ali, I'll pass back the mic to you, buddy, and just jump into the project.
You wanted to know something more about games, you said, or I'm waiting more questions?
No. Go ahead. Start from the top, and we'll dive into the project.
Okay. So yeah, thinking about all the utilities that we have everything pretty much. We try to bring to the people just a very big place where they can find everything that they like. So from the staking, which is passive income, to exchange to is another passive income. In the way that we do it, we're gonna touch the marketplace itself, which is a very new utility if you use it in the right way. So a lot of people do marketplaces, which they're able just to sell their own NFTs inside of it, which is pretty useless. But the marketplace that we try to bring on the market is something with bidding, with something with floor prices. Is a place where you can be recognized as a legit project itself, not just about to trade basic NFTs of just your project. We have to list all the project, and so our connection will bring those listing on. And I tried to make it at the beginning of the first project, so launching immediately, which we understood that we have a better utilities to give priorities to. So instead to have the marketplace at the beginning, we're gonna be focused on have a very solid launchpad, which will sustain the volume inside of it, which is very important as well. If Phil, you have the details of how the launchpad is working, please post it. So after that, we're gonna move to the marketplace because it's for sure a trend that we're gonna move on. We have also our NFTs ready from quite a while, ready there to be launched on the market and be bought from everybody. Just trying to understand which is the best utilities that we can attach to it, not just have a collectibles, but something that can be useful in the whole network. Probably will be something connected to the launchpad itself. I have nothing to announce yet officially, but for sure we are waiting the best connection for those. You want always to have things that are useful. You don't just want to put in the market something to be bought and forget because it's useless at some point. It's just beautiful. Collectibles are great, but give a use case to NFTs is way better. Considering also about games, which is another very important point and a very big trend that we want to touch, is about the persons that we hired in our team and the person that we have inside of us. Matt, hey, can you please? Thank you. Inside of our team, we have a 3D designer and game developer, which is currently inside the core team. and we're very proud of it. It's not just about hiring third parties, but having inside of our team somebody that is capable, and inside of the market itself of what you want to produce is essential if you want to have quality, because they know what they're doing and they're committed to work for their own project, not just about being a third party, as I said before. Which will not come closely. Produce a game, you all know how much work it requires, so it's a thing that will require a couple of months to have it done. For sure, we have alpha and beta version before of it. To have in the market will take time also for make a good marketing. For sure, we're gonna launch it inside of our launch, but we're gonna touch also our partners, which have also their launchpad itself, so to touch a very huge user base. Games are a very big trend, and so we just have the first ideas. We try to work on what can be our next game, but it's something that it comes with time. So I'm not promising to have it soon, but I promise to have a very big network. This is what we're working on right now. So really connect everybody and try to connect and educate people around cryptocurrency, which we see have a kind of luck. A lot of people are still uneducated of how blockchain is working, and so we want to provide them not just education in matter of I explain to you how the things working, but also to express and show how the things are working with our utilities and features inside the network itself. I think that it touched pretty much everything. Maybe I'm missing the wallet, which is something that we're gonna work in the future. Security reasons are very big, and we want to be sure that the version that we want to bring in the market, that is a mix between non-custodial and custodial, is essentially safe, which is the thing that the most people cares about wallets, which are safe. And so we have to be careful about what are the reasons behind it. Other than that, we have the application ready for mobile, which is already deployed on Android. We have been applied from iOS, as I said before, as a legit company, and so we're gonna have the version 2, which allows you also to create your own account on iOS itself, which was not possible before. So yeah, pretty much touch anything that I was supposed to say. I'm not sure that I'm missing or I'm not saying something that I could say better, but yeah, we want to just to bring to the market, to the people, a very big choice of features where they can go through and just to choose what they prefer in, and I'm gonna allow everybody to use my network to push their own projects. I'm here not just for the people, but also to give chances to other projects having a launch, but it's fair enough to have a chance to be in the market and be recognized as a good project. It's not easy to be vetted by us. We'll be very picky, but it's important to just give to the people the right projects and be recognized also by the project coming to you, having a good user base that anyway is loyal because trusts you and they trust that the project you show to them are valuable in the time, and they grow their investment. Is not something that they have to be careful to sell immediately, because every project that we're gonna bring to them is something that's gonna last in the time. We will never bring project that a very short time period of life. I want to vet them fully. I want to be very sure. I prefer to have less project inside my launch, but then have multiples, which are pretty much none will succeed. We know the numbers of this market. We know that out of 1,000 project launching, maybe one or two survive, and we want to get this one or two. And I'm really relying that our partnerships and knowledge and experience in the market right now is helping and gonna get us on that point of view. So, yeah. Any more questions? Maybe how we launch? I didn't say that we're gonna have no pre-sale this time, so it will be a fair launch after the private, which is very convenient for the buying pressure that we're gonna have and you want to have at launch as well. And yeah, that's it.
No, that's great. So you will have a private sale only, and then straight into a fair launch. Nice. When are you planning the private sale? And then
When are you?
No, what time? When are you planning the private sale in the future? To get some dates.
I didn't get it. The private sale is already done.
Okay.
Is already fulfilled. And was a 2 rounds about 48 spot. Was one BNB max contribution without trying to give a very big backs to people, which still lose some buying pressure. prefer to have them having their big allocation in the private, and then feel it even more at launch because they want more over this.
Yeah,
But yes, it's fulfilled, and yes.
perfect. When is your scheduled launch date?
We have me now for 8 March. I'm still not seeing obstacles to launch on that day. I'm still considering what Bitcoin is doing and to launch on a proper day. Nobody is rushing on my shoulders to say you have to launch today or tomorrow. I really rely that communities and people that understand how the things are rolling. They want just a good launch. Doesn't matter 1 or 2 days before or after. It's just important to have a safe launch that's successful. So we're asking advices, we're asking opinions to people, and at the moment I can say that 8 March is not showing any obstacles to launching there. But yes, I'm very picky about all the decision I'm making. It's very difficult to be in position on managing projects. Everything that you choose or decide is having an impact, which I have to validate on each perspective. Also still evaluating which is the best convenient way to launch with a pair in USD or BNB. But yeah, it's something that will be addressed. So.
Sure. No, that's good. No, at the end of the day, there's so much going on right now. It's quite interesting time, to say the least. Now, there's quite a few. Looking at the website, looking at the white paper, there's other projects that have similar concepts, similar utility. What and how do you position yourself differently from the competition that's out there right now?
So, as I always say, the quality of the things that you do is always make the difference, not just the networking that you have. So, a lot of people try to do the same things, but they have not the same experience and capabilities to do so. You just see somebody try to do this or doing so and say, "Okay, I want to do this as well and make a lot of money," but you don't know how to do it. So you get codes that are not working. You get things that are kind of not properly marketed. You don't have enough friends inside of the space. You don't know enough people. You don't know how to reach them. Even you don't know how to trust. You don't know how to get trust. You don't know how to talk with them. Or you don't know how to expose your product because knowledge and knowing what you're having inside your in your hands is very important. And just tell cliche speeches that you heard over and over a lot of MIS that you've been listening to is not enough. It's not enough even take products of other people and try to do what they're doing because they're doing great. So yeah, is the difference is how we do the things, the people that we know, the market that we're gonna touch, and the connection that we actually have are pretty much the best thing that the project have so far is the really the best value out of here. The networking that you have and the possibilities of partnership and the valuable people that you have inside of your team. So yeah, the difference is pretty much that, and more than this, I think that solid user base that each project need to have. So build trust to the people, show them that really you're there for work. It's not just about trying to do something, but always be there day by day, grinding everything, and there is no time to rest. Is impossible to rest if you think about how much competition there is around. But without thinking about what the other people do, you have just to think about what you do and how you do it, which I'm fully confident, and I'm pretty sure that people see that. There is nothing to do more to succeed more than working properly, which is something that we're doing currently every day. And yeah, there is you say right, a lot of projects do the same things even in the biggest rank of the market, and there is just competitor each other, but at the end of the day you invest in teams, you invest in people that you see clearly they're different. And yeah, it's the same way I invest myself in this space. I'm talking about BSC market right now, but think about when I follow very big project. At the end of the day, I will also go to check who these people behind this are and what they do, how they speak, what kind of communication they have with the communities, and so I rely on what I see, not just in terms of text, but also in matters of presentation. Presentation is communication, and so I'm here talking with you, and I hope my words are strong enough to make you understand we are different.
No, thank you, man. That's clear. And what have you guys thought about, or any challenges that you guys can foresee, or any roadblocks with the platform that you guys are trying to release and the utility? Do you see any challenge, or have you thought about anything that can you know,
They go wrong.
possibly
Yeah, I
hinder?
mean,
Yeah.
challenges are every day. Yeah. I mean, everything can go wrong time by time. We've been very careful these times to check things 3, 4 times before to say is good. We've been deploying like 5 or 10 times the project because we understood that there is a dot that was not like we wanted. We take a little bit more time also for this to be really 100% careful about everything that can happen. The challenges that can happen in the future is just about keep the traction, but this is just about how you do it. It's very difficult to keep the traction with community, but as I said, communication is very important, and you always need to be there for the people. You always have to be there, showing what you're doing, and is the most difficult thing because it take a lot of time that you actually need to work on developments. But we have a solid team. We have solid people that when we are not there for the community to speak to them, because we're working on different aspects of our project, we have other team that sustain the traction. And so this is one of the biggest challenge that every project have in the time. Just keep it active. But beside of it, all the challenge of each project is be careful of what you deploy. You cannot change the things after you deploy. You have to deploy again, and this can create very big troubles. But yes, major challenges have you have people that you trust inside your team. Is one of the things that I'm still careful to have new people inside my team. I always say to the people, be careful to the people that you're talking to. There is nobody is trustable till proved contrary. It's like interviews, vettings are never enough. We have to be really careful to we're talking to. There is really meaningful people, and we've seen recently with the guys that steal our products coming from our team, essentially. But
Yeah.
yeah, I talk about this already with you. I don't want to touch this
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
topic,
No. No.
and you
That's
will
cool.
talk with your
That's cool.
community.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you will
Yes. No.
talk maybe
And
with them.
yes, absolutely, and that's the beautiful part and the negative part of open source. That's that the blockchain offers. And going back to your app, you're saying that you are iOS ready. Are you also Android ready as well?
Yeah, let me share with you just a screenshot of them accepting us fully. Just give me a
Okay,
second.
cool.
But yes, to keep talking about that was a challenge to be vetted by iOS. They're very very strict in the acceptance of project. They want to call us even live. There's not enough that you send them documents of your company. They want to talk with you and prove that you're real, prove that it's a very big process of vetting that they have. But yeah, we're very proud to have passed it. We changed our company 2 times. I took one of mine that they had in Thailand, and I opened back to review what are the requirements to have a legit one related to cryptocurrency. And so I did this way. I'm not finding actually this. Phil, can you go through our pinned messages and find the post that we have for iOS, please?
I already
Yeah, and
posted
if
it.
you have the
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
and
my
if you
All
have
right,
the
favorite.
you
link.
posted it.
Oh,
Amazing.
perfect, perfect. You can download it
So
now from the App Store, or not yet?
actually not. Actually not. You can just take from one to Android. We trying to deploy on iOS the second upgrade of the version 2, which is
Okay.
the one that you can create account. But gonna be a couple of days. It should be there already. Is nothing to be reviewed one more time, just to deploy in there. But we have
Okay.
accessibilities to it, so it's not an issue. So yeah,
Okay.
application is great to have also. So not an easy to give also a possibility to people to download it and have easy access to it. For sure, the application itself cannot sustain all the platform utilities that we have right now, because could crash. Is volume inside of database probably cannot sustain the volume of the user base that we have right now. So we are under testing it. So during the way that we just deploy it, people that use it and give reviews, and anyway, we see the statistic over that. We can understand which is the breaking point of the database over the volume that the people bringing on. And so we're gonna modify and update the servers and the APIs of the utilities that are listed inside of it, from the news, from the charts, from anything that is in there right now, to a better form, so to sustain the traffic that gonna have inside of it. But yeah.
Perfect. And guys, listen, the floor is open. If anybody wants to jump in, feel free to jump in anytime you guys like. I had a question regarding, let's dive into your staking, because I know that's a big aspect, especially in your marketing. Can you talk about that? So you guys going to have staking already set at launch as well too? And you do, and I can see that you have the staking token X Whip. And
Yep.
can you share some more what the benefits and how you guys are planning to launch your staking platform?
All right. So staking is ready. If you see some token inside of it right now, is the testnet tokens. I'm sure that should be erased by now. Should be. I said them yesterday to take it off, but the staking will be ready before launch. Actually, from when deployed liquidity, you are able to stake your tokens inside of it. We have an API staking with Compound, so and 5 lock periods, which is one unlimited time, which means that you cannot stake any time possible, and should be 8% API. And then you have 20, 45, 90, and 180 for 7 days, 14, 30, and 60. The good thing of our staking platform is that is connected directly to our launchpad in the future. So you're gonna be able to use our launchpad only if you stake. I would like to educate people that staking is a very important form of passive income over time. It's not just about to increase the value of your tokens, but increase the number of your tokens in the time. The only thing that will be implemented inside of our lock periods is that if you early withdraw, you will get 50% of the reward till that time period, which you've been inside of the locking time. But yes, it's ready. So and yeah, that's it.
I mean, I love the website. Your DApp is already set. Your dashboard looks fantastic. I'm actually planning to. I'm taking a screenshot here to post it in the chat. It looks really nice. So that's nice to see, because at the end of the day, you create sustainability for the project, in my opinion, right up front. So that's well played. I'm very bullish on that. I'm curious as well too. So you just to backtrack a little bit, and sorry, I'm going a little bit off topic. You're going from private sale to fair launch right away. Why did you not want to go through a whitelist pre-sale kind of strategy?
Well, first of all, for experience, I didn't like what happened in the whitelist moment of my last project, and I don't want to go through that. But the second and mainly reason is about the buying pressure. So fair launch, as everybody knows, what's gonna be there is like don't losing traction over spots that you're already given out. This is common knowledge why fair launches are better launches than pre-sales one. We have also a version 1 of token, which is not convenient to have also a pre-sale, which will take it off even more buying pressure over there. But yes, fair launches are better for it, and second of all is about I don't want to go through again another whitelist section and a lot of bad people trying to snitch in, try to take advantage of your busy time or auto distraction because you focus on other things. But yeah.
Okay, perfect. No, thank you. Yeah, going back to the staking, I see here you have your 7, 14, 30, 60 days with higher percentage, obviously, for the longer period of staking. For the unlimited one, you set it at 8%. Wouldn't you want to have that a higher percent APY for people to leave it in there as long as possible?
I mean, because is you can unlock anytime, you know. You can go there, and if you follow your investment anyway, I'm sure that you check it time by time. It's not about even having there for a couple of days. It's about to choose to stake for a very long period. We want to incentivize the people to lock their tokens for longer period. This is the only reason why. I understand where you're coming from, and let the people stake for a very long period. But I'm sure that people that stake so far remember what they do, and they also know that if they choose lock period of longer time, they're able to follow the platform itself, and we want to keep traction over people. It's not just about you invest and forget, which is very convenient for us in a kind of prospective, but we also really like the community interaction, and so having to stake and follow what we're doing, and is always keeping traction and trust and showing that the company is building and growing time by time, and there are a lot of reasons also behind that, but I really want to incentivize people to lock their tokens more
Very
than
nice.
just stake.
Are you guys charging any fees for in and outs?
No, no. The only fee
Is
that
it
will be charged is about when you early withdraw. So let's say you stake for 30 days, you want to withdraw after 10. Your tokens are safe, but the reward that you're gonna get is 50% over the one that you accumulated in the compound.
okay? Okay, and that other 50%, does it get burnt or does it just go into a
Uh,
dead
it
wallet?
just is go back to the staking pool.
Oh, okay,
It's
perfect.
a kind of a choice that we had to go, but thinking about to beat deflationary, which when you have anyway rewards. Uh, I mean, you have to choose what you want to do, but being deflationary with rewards is not really smart at some point. Maybe we have a 50 and 50, but for sure most of the tokens will go back to the staking pool to sustain it without having drained with the time.
Very nice. Now for the now that's good. Thank you. Unless anybody has any other questions for staking, guys, feel free to jump in.
I think that most of the time, so like up
I
in
think that's
wrestling,
yeah.
sorry trying to interrupt you.
No,
Yeah, because
when
we
it's
say so many times things and we are very complete in explanation that people have no questions,
yeah, exactly.
and
Well,
which is
that's I
positive.
usually
But
take that when it's silent is it's an affirmation of okay, that's all good. All right, let's go. Let's cover because I want to cover marketplace and gaming and then go into the marketing because we need to have Ben talk as well too. So the you guys are doing an NFT marketplace. Is that mainly going to be on one blockchain, or you guys trying to do? Can you elaborate more your strategy and your NFT strategy as well too for the actual project?
Bishara,
so yeah,
just 1 second. Can we please have another invitation link for David because he was thrown out of the call? That would be amazing.
Okay. Do you
Sorry
want
to
me? I'll
interrupt
send
you.
it to you, Phil. Okay.
Thank you very
Yeah, Phil.
much.
I'll send it to you, buddy. No problem. No
Thank
problem.
you.
So yeah, talking about NFTs, we all know that are not on BSC. They're on Ethereum. So mainly now Solana is going strong, is going down recently, but is also pretty strong access of NFTs on that chain. Polygon and Avax for sure, they're very bad as is BSC. So we're gonna go for sure going to look NFTs market on Ethereum, and it's something that requires studies and really the strategy that most likely our partners of Instancy will be able to provide better than we can because they have a better partnership over there as well. So yeah, for sure we're gonna see for NFTs other chains. But not just for that, also for ourselves. I mean, the possibilities are really unlimited, and just stupid think about limited space in cryptocurrency is just you can do so many things inside of here that limit yourself just because there is something more to work. I mean, bring to yourself more work is not positive for some people. They're lazy, I don't know, but I think about really chances and what we can do out of there. And I really like what are the possibilities. So for sure, we're gonna touch this market as well. But
So
yeah,
do you
I love
guys
it.
have do you guys have already some NFTs? Are you guys gonna mint? Is that your plan? Because I saw you have some nice 3D animation going on. Is that kind of like a teaser to the NFTs that you guys gonna want to sell as well too, and be part of the ecosystem of Wings Protocol?
We have the first series of NFTs that was called Rebels, which is already there. I mean, I have all the database for it. which I have just to add an utility over it. I don't just want to give a collection as I was before, but I want to connect it to utilities that we have. But more than that, we are trying to produce a lot of things which will be maybe the base of our game. So you can expect anything, having valuable people inside of our team that is able to do 3D graphics, and their game developers themselves is very convenient for us. And yeah, expect anything, mate. Is Nobody can stop us for real. It's great what we're building and the people that we have here. So yeah, there's a lot of things that we're gonna do. Gabri, oh, welcome back, brother.
Thank you.
So yeah, maybe you wanted to ask what we think about us growing in the NFTs market and what is your view to touch other chains. Maybe you can talk more about what is your experience to it. You didn't hear me?
Can you maybe repeat the question? I
Yeah,
was
I said they ask about what we think about other chains for NFTs and other chains in general, which is our view over there.
yeah.
And yeah,
Okay. Yeah, so in general, one of the biggest chains is, of course, the Binance Smart Chain. Addition to that, I would say the Polygon chain, Somatic chain, together with the Solana chain are the biggest for the NFTs. But of course, just related to like the community size, I would definitely prefer Ethereum and the Binance Smart Chain also for the NFTs. So I would say that we are definitely currently planning with the right sources and the right chains to further proceed with, and that's like my kind of input related to the chains. Of course, there are not so many at the moment, and also of course the community is quite an important point, and I think with the Binance Smart Chain, we are definitely going with a very strong and big possibility.
I think with
they're vetting with the mind.
yeah, I think with the way that the NFT marketplace is going now, like you said, you mentioned that Polygon, Poly's pretty rough. BSC NFTs have been rough. I think they're going to come to fruition over time. But I'm with you. Ethereum chain is where the NFTs are at, and it's most smooth. And once you have Pulse chain come to fruition here shortly, that's going to bring the gas fees down. So I think
Absolutely.
BSC will eventually get there, but
at every time. So yeah. And as I said, there are also multi-chain options at any time. So we don't, or of course, we don't have to stick just with one chain. It could be expanded over time. So there are still possibilities to integrate Solana and other chains to also satisfy further community members at a later stage, of course, which is also beneficial for the long-term success of a project.
Absolutely. We've also seen some real issues with Matic lately on Polygon. Just the network is really slow. They have quite a bit of things to work on. So I think you guys are perfectly on the right track.
Try to do our best. We're not perfect yet, but we're working on it.
Sounds good.
Any more questions, guys? I mean, we can touch anything about marketing, about what is future plans, about maybe you don't like our website at the moment because there are too many words. It's already a topic that we touch with our marketing company, which they're gonna review it and write in a better way for sure than what we did, because we are not professional as they are. But yeah, we're gonna upgrade everything time by time. The only thing that we are sure and that we want to make the people sure that we know what we're doing. We know the people that know what they're doing, and our network is building day by day stronger and stronger. So this means just allocation listings is just at the door. And it's very important, as I repeat one more time, is about what you produce have to be essential and productive. I mean, everybody does a launch, but nobody knows the people that do project to be listed in there. So yeah, I mean,
Perfect. Can you hear me, guys? I got Telegram rugged.
yeah.
Okay.
No, yes.
So, perfect. So, can we go over the roadmap? Because obviously you have the, by my understanding, you have the launch pad, you have the staking set, you're gonna get the wallet going, and then later on down the road, the game is coming in the marketplace. Can you share your roadmap and your marketing strategy? How you guys gonna roll that out throughout the next short term, which is like, a month to two, and long term 3 to 4 months?
So about what is inside of it, I will talk about it, but in the terms of phases and queues, is better that David explain which is the better strategy to address communities over the things that you do. So it's better, he will say, to do with phases, so you don't rely on dates most of
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
But
perfect.
yeah, we wanted actually to have a reliable roadmap, which it doesn't include stupid voices, as I put log on Trust Wallet. Is very important to say what you do essentially with the things that you have in your hands, and not just put there something because you want to do. Like who cares about, you have 10,000 members in your Telegram? When the things that they want to know is like when you start to produce things, when you're gonna deliver those things, and essentially what is their product meanings. And we're gonna add for sure voices over the roadmap in the time, which allow us about partnerships, about listings. But in general, I try to be more concise as possible to don't confuse people over what happened, But yeah, that will have a better view over this.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks also for the explanation. But as you said, also the adjustment, for example, from stages or from like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, like the normal process, which I think most of you know from other projects. We have readjusted that to phases, which is like comparable to like different stages. Just because we also saw that with many of our clients in the past, which wasn't such a good point in the marketing. If you have the kind of swap from 1 month, for example, to another month, or also from one day to another, that the community, for example, is expecting, for example, after switch Q1 to Q2, that something big is happening and all of the milestones are completed. And in such a style with phases, we have the possibility of completing and also checking that the development is on point, everything is on the right track, and we can still announce certain milestones which are already completed in such a stage. But don't have to. Of course, it's like the aim of every project, and also the WingsProtocol project, to have everything done as soon as possible, but also in the highest quality. And for that, everything needs time. Many people are just pushing projects, and the project founders or CEOs like Federico to have everything done in 1 week. But it's not realistic. It's also in the non-crypto space not realistic. Everything or every good company needs time. If it was Apple, Amazon, also from the non-crypto space, and the biggest protocols like Ethereum and Bitcoin, they took up to over 10 years. Depending on, of course, the project. So I think there are many things we need to work on, but the entire team is working very hard, and that was the kind of orientation which we took to adjusting the roadmap into phases, instead of saying it's Q1, Q2, to also give the community a more realistic overview what's coming. And as I said, we can still, and we will still announce when a certain milestone is achieved, to show the community that the entire team is working very hard on achieving the milestones and development and marketing stages which we want to see. For example, a certain listing, product releases, mobile versions or integrations. For example, the iOS application launch. That's what I wanted to add.
Very nice, very nice. Could we dabble in? You mentioned marketing. Could we find out
Absolutely.
some more information from Ben, I guess, or whoever wants to address your marketing strategy?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to hear about that.
Sure, absolutely. I can just proceed with that. For the marketing strategy, it's really important, definitely. As our launch is shortly ahead, it's happening next week. I think Federico maybe also wants to add a few more points regarding that later. But as it's still ahead and coming very shortly, of course, the marketing is really important. And for that, we are currently closely in contact with, for example, CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko to get a fast-track listing organized, because also that will help us to get a higher traction for our launch. And in addition to that, we are also, or I'm currently in further close communications with payment providers for integrations, for example, with MoonPay, which is also a very big project. And I'm talking to them, as we have also planned our iOS integrations to have maybe Apple Pay gateway for our platform, which is also quite interesting. In addition to that, we are also talking to many exchanges currently, just evaluating, depending on the market volume, of course, the current listing prices, which are related to the market conditions, which is also beneficial for us as a project, that the market is not, again, at 70,000, for example, because we can negotiate with the listing providers even more. But for that, it's also important that we have decided to even go with a very good exchange, for example, for listing, instead of getting listed on many exchanges, but smaller ones. So we have decided to go with the big exchange and with the right traction and volume to also offer our community the best possibilities to trade the token after the launch. And I think that's mostly it. Of course, there are also other stages related to the marketing where the team worked hard on. For example, we got audited already a few weeks ago. I think we can also share that in the chat for everyone, so that you can also review our external audit, which we took under, which is also important to just show everyone outside that not only the team is doxed in public, but also that the platform is secure, to also secure the funds of our community members. And for the launchpad, I think that's also one of the important parts we have planned. Also huge marketing campaigns, as we have already worked with so many projects. We know which kind of quality is needed, and I think Federico sees it in the same way as me, that it doesn't make any sense to list like 2 projects every day, but instead of that, just like a very small and minor number, but a very high quality, because that will also keep the confidence of the community alive, because they're knowing, okay, when a listing or when a project is coming onto the platform, the launchpad, it's it accomplishes very high quality, and that they can just rely on the team and our evaluations and due diligence processes, which we are undertaking for the projects, which are then applying for the launchpad. I think that's most it. Maybe there are already some questions to the points I said. I would be happy to answer them.
You did amazing, David. Yeah, for sure. I agree with him. Quality over quantity is always the best solution. But touching other markets, for sure, we're going to stay a little bit on BSC till we don't take it all. For sure, communication going through AMAs with other channels and group of investors is very important for keep the traction. I mean, every day to make one maybe is too much, but for sure, once every 2 days, we're going to go even come back to talk with communities because it's important to talk. I mean, we gonna have Amayas inside our channel for sure. We're gonna make spaces on Twitter maybe, because we've seen that there is another kind of target over there. It's not just about to touch BSC, but we have to understand that investors are all over the place, and not everybody use the same platform as social to communicate with others. So despite of Discord that lately is dying a little bit, is just very active for NFTs, which maybe we'll promote our NFTs there just as strategy, just to go through the specific social for what you want to promote in. But for project, you really have to touch anything. You can rely and thinking to survive if you only promote in Telegram chat with pinned posts. We have a specializing team member, which is our Micah, which was working for Google as well. Is specialized in social ideas, so through Instagram, through Twitter, through Google as well, and maybe YouTube in the future. They're very pricey but very effective as well. And not thinking just about that, we have a dedicated 3% supply, which is for advisors. And you know that the YouTube video makers, especially of a very good level, they ask a lot of money, which can reach till $50,000 or 1% supply, which we dedicated to them. This means that it's not just about 1-2 videos, but if you think about very good project, like can be Polkadot, can be anybody with a real name. I have a huge list to say, but you know the names. So if you think about this project, they are essentially the YouTube video makers and influencers for a long-term partnership. I don't know what is their deal, but the thing is that they pay them a lot, or they give them supply to have a very big push over the market. But this allows you to have a huge visibility. And so smart enough, we dedicate a portion of our supply for it. But yeah, again, say the marketing is just never enough. So if from one side our marketing company is able to touch partnership and listing and PR area over other projects that you're working with and give to us, from our side, we're very committed to touch everything that is that they don't do it, because we also working in the marketing sector. So yeah, marketing is never enough. So we're gonna touch everything that is not just BSC for sure. I don't want just BSC people, just even just because of the reputation that exists in here. But I really want to have a very solid user base and a solid base that trust what I give to them and what I express to them, even about my optic of investment. So as a platform, you provide to them what is your style. As you can be a chef in a kitchen, you show to the people what is your food. You explain to them what is your view over there. And my view over there, that over here, that we have to be safe in our investment. As I said at the beginning, we have not to worry to look at the chart every day, because we have to think about what the chart is doing over time. We want that people are safe and knows that you working solidly. So as Bishar said at the beginning, you invest in teams, because you know that over the quantity and the mode of projects that try to do the same things, the people that you choose at this time, in this point, they're doing diligently, and you know that they will be sustainable, which is one of the most important things in all the projects. Forever will be sustainability. So yeah, we bring in this in the market this differently from other people. So yeah.
No, that's great, man. And listen, I gotta say, you guys have you seem like you have your head on your shoulders with an organized team. So absolutely, it's I'm looking forward to seeing you guys launch this and seeing you guys develop. It's definitely an exciting time. You know, there's so many projects out there. You don't have to get into every single one of them. I try to find the good ones and just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride as much as possible to make money, of course. And that's what we're all in here for. So, and the fact
well,
that
you know how to make those.
yeah. And the good thing is you have the passive income, which is even better, because you can, if you're making the passive income, you don't have to worry about the charts. You just enjoy your returns daily that you get from your staking or from your app that you're offering too, with the transaction bonus rewards. So, which is nice.
But also one point to add to that, what you just said it, that's from my perspective, like the key point to go, which many people are missing. Of course, most of the people are here, or in general, to generate a revenue, but to have this stability and also the trust in everything, it's very important to have a functional and high quality product. And if you have that, you don't need to take a look at the charts like every minute, because you need to worry, okay, the platform is not good, or the staking is not fully functional or properly working. So I think that's also very important to have this kind of trust into the project.
Sorry, guys, was my song right? I hope didn't cut out. So yeah, no, it is all what we said pretty much. The questions were pretty solid and very reasonable in general. We try always to express what we are differently from other people, but yeah, I'm pretty happy of the results. This is very important, and I want the people to be safe to investing in us. So we're bringing this.
No, and that's the whole point of these AMAs. And Federico, we were talking about that too. And that's such a powerful tool now that's being used. And you talk to real investors. You know, with that said, I want to open up the floor. I know time has flown by. My goodness, I can't believe an hour has already gone by. It's a testament of a relationship and good information coming through. So thank you, guys. Great presentation. Anybody have any questions or comments? Please jump in. And
hi, guys.
Jazz, welcome, buddy. Good afternoon.
Yeah,
good evening.
Yeah. Whilst you were doing the AMA, and quite elaborately, may I say, I've gone through your website and your white paper. I don't really have any questions. Everything I needed to know, we've covered. So thank you very much.
Yeah, this means that maybe we covered ourselves pretty much all topics. I'm glad to do this. I really like to talk with people and answer questions, but in the other side, I'm also glad that we complete in saying things.
No, that's great. Thank you, Jazz. Anybody else, guys? Jump in.
This is actually
everybody's in the same boat. You were quite elaborate.
Hey, Charlie, go ahead.
Yeah.
Did you have a question, Charlie?
I was just saying it was a great AMA. I ain't got no question.
Beautiful.
Amazing. So I just want to rely also maybe bring in again this last addition that we had in our products is the swap. You know, so all of you know really a lot of people. And probably a lot of people with a lot of money as well. So maybe you want to take part of their money when they swap. It's really powerful what we bring on the market. You know, it's proprietary in BSC. If you think about it, nobody does referral with exchanges. A lot of people do referral with staking at the moment, which are being copied by another project that I will not name now. But in general, people do staking. Referral with other features, but never be done with an exchange. You can see those just in very big platforms as Binance, as Crypto.com, and thinking that there is another one that is doing, and you get in at the very beginning is something that maybe is a very big insight, you know, of what this company is capable to do. So yeah, think about the people that you can invite and the volume that they can create, and the passive income that you also can create over there, and thinking about when the influencers, the big ones, will discover it, how much they will push it just to get this volume in their pockets. And I thinking that is not even about a volume that comes in tokens, which you will need to sell, and this will impact directly our chart, which is not happening. As you see from the demonstration, the commissions come directly in BNB or BSD, so which is very convenient for everybody because it takes directly the money that or people put in or sell, and is already a buy or sell. You don't need to sell one more time, so the swapping point doesn't exist, which is very, very good. And also
to bring to that point, you because you're giving out BUSD, is the project, is it pegged BNB or is it pegged BUSD?
Either way is taking both parties, being in BSC, you know. So if you swap with BNB and your pair is that, you're gonna get a BNB. If you swap with BSD, you're gonna get a BSD. So yeah.
Oh, that's good. At least you have both pairings. So it's because I always find that an issue. You know, the market is so volatile. Projects, in my opinion, if they peg their project to BUSD, you're line of the project. So that's very helpful in my opinion. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
also
good.
there is another feature in our contract. If you go through our audit, maybe you see that as well. Is a function that we allow our liquidities to swap directly without redeploy, which is very convenient to follow trends of the market. I'm not saying that we'll choose for you which is the liquidity that you need to swap your tokens. But for sure, I will try to swap at least 60% of liquidity over time if the trend is up or down over the tokens that we know that is better for that moment. So in bear trend, for sure, I will switch in stable tokens, and in an uptrend, I will go back full in BNB to enjoy the pump of it. So yeah, I think that is pretty smart this as well.
Who did you guys use for your auditing? Did you post it, David? I don't remember. Did you guys post the audits?
I do.
That we can look at.
Yeah, sure. Maybe Phil, could you maybe share the audit
Yeah.
in the group?
Yeah. Who did you guys use?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
give me
be
a second.
awesome.
It is rug-free coins, but we're gonna have external extra audits. So yeah. Also, we got an audit from Pink Sale. I don't remember which is the name of it. Okay, like a contract checker or something. It's their internal one, which they give me kind of for free, but because they're friends in some way over the bush they did in the past. But somebody over there feel like kind of ashamed and wanted to help me. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, and that's good to share too. That's important to make sure the contract is protected. So, who did you guys use? So, what was the main one that you used? What was the main auditing company?
Developer.
Developer.
Yeah, developer is rug-free coins. I mean, I think you guys know already. I think they also did the platform for Everrise. It is a very good company. They have a team of 25. They come from all over the world in general, as I know about them personally. Maybe you have other insights over who they are, but I've been talking with Bubbly, I've been talking with other people, and they know them, which is good also. I was always trying to be careful with which company to hire at the beginning, but we've been evaluating them from other sides, and everybody says positive. And I've been following myself good. They answer every day. They're very professional and they're responsive, which is the main issue of main developers. But yeah, they did such a great job, and I'm happy about the collaboration with them as well.
No, and that's good. And we have similar friends in the space. And with you there and the team, I'm not too worried about the rugging aspect. So, honestly, so much respect to you, brother, and to everybody on the team, man.
Thank you so much. If you was all here, you guys know I have no other question. I'm not sure that I have something more to add. If not, just asking you to read back what is our features and follow the chat over announcement that the launch is coming soon. Free launch is there, so you know what you have to do. I have not to say, but yeah. We're here to stay, guys, as I say to everybody, and we're full committed to work properly in difference of a lot of people that just copy what we're doing because we're working greatly. And yeah, keep your community informed of what these people are. I share with you privately. I don't want to talk now, but
yeah,
you will
yeah,
be
no,
able
for
to
sure.
say to be careful too.
Yes, I already shared that already. So they're aware of it and shared it with the community as well. But no, guys, thank you so much. I don't think there's any other questions from anybody else. And before we wrap it up, any closing remarks? I'll leave it for you, Frederick and David, and anybody else from the team. And we'll call it a wrap. Go ahead.
Sure.
I just say thank you, guys, but I leave David speak.
No, I don't want to interrupt you. Also, the same from my side. It was a pleasure talking to everyone in this group. Also, thanks for hosting the AMA and the possibility to speak here in front of everyone. Of course, if there will be any further questions, we would be very happy to answer all of them. Also, yeah, in your chat or maybe through a private message if there's anything related to the marketing, business development, or further further plans which are not explained on the roadmap, or anything you would just like to ask us in private, then feel free to reach out to us. And yeah, otherwise I would just say have a great weekend continuing, everyone, and thanks again for the possibility to
If
attend
you need
the-
if you need also some marketing support and listing for your project, you can contact David privately. He will be happy to assist you. His company is quite big.
Yeah, that's always good to have a connection for that, because there's so many people that we text and they're looking for good marketing exposure. So absolutely, David and Ben, I saved your contacts.
Awesome.
We stay in touch.
He is also giving.
Said everybody, guys, the link for Telegram's there. Everything is there, so definitely follow the group. The launch is fair launch on March 8th, which is a Tuesday, I believe.
Mark the date.
Yes, it is marked, and we definitely look forward to seeing that happening. And we thank you guys again for your time. It was a great time, absolutely, and wish you guys all the best. And we'll always definitely stay in touch, Federico and everybody else. So thank you guys. Have a great afternoon. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you soon.
Thank you, Bishar. Thank you for your time.
Guys.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you guys. It was a pleasure.
Thank
you guys.
Thanks.
Take care, guys. All the best.
Bye. Have a good evening.